And I'm back. This is your man Warrior, and I am going to try for the very first time to do a Potency mod. Now, it's asking for Emperor only, and I know that when these first came out, I looked at Potency mods and just gave up because, they require Empire, and I just really didn't have any Empire characters. So obviously the Emperor Palpatine has since come out, and I have gotten him. I got him to 7 stars in max geared, so I've got Emperor Palpatine as my lead. I think I should do pretty okay with him. And of course, I had the only character I had that was worth anything was Royal Guard at the time, and so I had him max geared, max starred as well, and so he's pretty solid as a character. But I had nobody else other than the Darth Vader that I had done nothing with because I had been working on his shards. A Snow Trooper who I incidentally had unlocked, and a Magma Trooper and General Veers, both of which I'm not too excited about. So because Magma Trooper is extremely easy to farm, and I'm at the point where I'm farming that I've maxed everybody out. So if we go over to Galactic War and Redeem, I've got almost all of these characters maxed out. I've only got a couple I'm working on right now. I'm simultaneously farming Poggle and Magma Trooper because, all these others are just maxed, and so I don't need these other characters, and I'm going to use this currency for one of the characters. So I figured I'd get the last couple characters that I don't have. Now, I don't have my Cad Bane yet high, and I don't have my Night Sister Initiate. And Cad Bane is, since his rework, definitely worth it. He's probably higher on the list than Magma Trooper, except I need some Potency mods, and the only way to get them are going to be to farm or spend a bunch of gems in the store, and that's crazy. If you go to the store... I don't know if you ever go in here and look at this. It just makes you sick. So here's a Potency mod I would love to have. It's a 5 dot. It's got critical chance already as its primary on a Potency. So Potency with critical chance. This is a dream come true. Now it's only blue, which means it only has 2 starting secondary stats. So I can see it has some offense and defense. Who knows what the other 2 will be? You'd have to buy it to find out. And this is nutty. This is like $20 or more in gems. That's just absolutely crazy for one mod. And you can roll every day for a week or two, and you can unlock something like this without that much effort in the mod or in the mod challenges. So I'm going to go back. Again, I've never done these. The Potency mods, like I said, were kind of off limits for me because I just did not have the units, but I did level up the 5 characters I'm going to use: Magma Trooper, Snow Trooper, Darth Vader, and the 2 on the top, Emperor and Royal Guard, to level 80 just to try and give them the best bang for their buck. And of course, I just started gearing Snow Trooper, Magma Trooper, and or Magna Guard, whatever his name is, and Darth Vader. I just started gearing them up, so I haven't even got them to gear level 7. I really think I need them to gear level 7 so they don't die, because I want to be able to come back here and farm, and the only way to do that is to get a 3-star. But let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to show you the characters I'm using so you can see. So I got him to 7-star, unlocked him, got him max geared, and I've got some good Potency mods on him. So if people are wondering how I've modded him out, so he's real high on intelligence, of course. That's his resistance, his physical and special damage. His health and protection are okay. They're almost 30,000 together. I got his speed up quite a bit, and it's because if you're going to use him, you really want him to go first so he can get his stun off. And I haven't got his speed up as high as I'd like it yet, but 173 for this challenge will be sufficient. His critical damage is up because he does do a decent amount of damage. He's 2nd or 3rd hardest hitter in the entire game for base stat damage on physical offense, so that's good. And I got his potency up to 94%, which is a pretty good amount, and I think that will be sufficient for this. And then I've got some of his other stats kind of superficially raised. His special damage, again, that's ridiculous. That looks awesome, 4100 as a base stat. So I've got some decent mods. I'm only spent a medium amount unlocking his attacks and abilities. I've got him to level 5, except for the last 2 I've got to level 4 and level 3. And so he's okay. I've still got some work on him, but I think he'll be a great leader for this team. Royal Guard, same thing. I stopped using him early on. I started using my Sun Fact, and so because of that, I just stopped putting my materials into the attacks and abilities. So I kind of stopped him at 4. I know the Imperial Flanks has it at 5, but his mods, every other character in this set has junk mods. I literally just ran through my mods and grabbed kind of the crappiest mods I could get and tossed them on these 5 characters, because I know some people say, oh, I don't see the point in modding. I mean, what, 2% potency, how does that help? Well, every mod can have that, and it can all add up to a great amount of benefit. When you look at this character, even with the junk I threw on there, I still got almost, 3,500 extra health, 4,000 extra protection. I added another 12% potency, tenacity, not a whole lot. I added almost 200 on his physical damage. Armor, I got over 4% higher on armor. His special damage was increased. His accuracy was increased. Now, that is the only one of the mods that I actually paid attention to. I added a mod with accuracy. That helps for people who might dodge, and I don't want anybody dodging his potential stun. But the rest of the characters, these mods are just junk. So the rest of them, I just have their abilities to 3, and the reason is, if when you click on it, you can go level 1 with just green, and I've got, plenty of those. You can go level 2 with the green and blue, and then you go level from 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 3 with the blue, and then from 3 to 4, you got to use this material, this Mark III mod material, and I don't have any of it, and I wouldn't use it on this character even if I had it. So unfortunately, these abilities are going to be leveled at 3 for now, because I am not planning on using Snow Trooper for any other purpose other than this. And again, for modding him, the only thing I did was throw on some junk. I threw on a bunch of kind of subpar health mods. I just wanted to kind of get his stats as high as I could, through adding mods. And so you can see I add a little bit of health, a little bit of protection, some potency. He does inflict a negative status effect with this. He has the 20% chance to inflict ability block. And so because he's got that ability block potential, I did boost his potency a tiny bit, but it's so superficial, I am not sure it's going to help at all. I was able to add the protection. He had no protection because he's not Gear 7. So I at least got him 1,500 protection, which will probably be gone in the first battle. And then, of course, he has a small health steal, 5% naturally, so that's kind of cool. But all in all, Snow Trooper is a pretty big turd for me. And then, of course, I got Darth Vader, again, all level 3. I just went through and clicked them all up to level 3 on his attacks and abilities. He's almost to gear level 7. I've got, 4 more, actually. He's not even close to gear 7. Scratch that. And then I threw some more subpar mods on here. Again, there was not a whole lot of rhyme or reason. I just wanted to boost his overall stats a little bit. Going in here, you can see I boosted his health. I gave him some protection because he's not that. A little bit of potency and tenacity, a little bit of physical damage. Again, most of these guys have not had any work done. So if you're looking at it going, man, your team sucks, they do. And that is okay. I just started working on these characters right here. And then Magma Trooper, I just got to level 80 today. I threw on some defense mods just because I had a bunch of junk defense mods in there. And so I went ahead and tossed defense mods on him. Got his attacks and abilities to level 3. And you can see superficially, I mean, he's going to be the first one dead. Only 11,000 with protection. I mean, he's just barely over 12,200. A little bit of speed. Almost nothing else of anything else. These mods are really low-end mods. But they gave him a little bit of a boost. So anything is better than nothing. It's better to have something in there than to have no mods in those mod sets. So I've got a good leadership team. I've got a good tank to really help out when these characters start falling below. And trust me, these bottom 3 in the blue are going to fall below. But I just wanted to see how I do in potency and see if I could unlock this 3-star. Royal Guard's a little more powerful, but I'm still not going to have him as my leader because he has no leadership ability. And let's go ahead and have a battle and see what happens. As always, I make these videos kind of as a vlog or a video blog just to show people where I'm at and what to expect. If anybody's not done a potency challenge yet, this is going to give you a good idea of what they're going to see. So let's go ahead and start it off with a shock. And it stunned all 3 of them, but then 2 of them, their turn came up, so then they came off, but their turn's been reset. Let's see how this AoE does. Not so good. Let's go ahead and do some damage to him. There we go. And let's do a basic. Stun him. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. And we'll just do basics. Take him out. Shock him. And finish him off. So that seemed pretty easy. Of course, if you have a couple of really high-level characters, I think it's going to make it a whole lot easier. I'll go ahead and defense up and do an AoE. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the Force Crush, or whatever it's called. I don't use these guys' abilities, so I'm not so good at remembering what all their abilities are called. So if I call it something incorrect, sorry. And I've never done this Coaling Blade, but from what I understand, he'll throw it. It removes those negative status effects and does additional damage for all those negative status effects. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, my Emperor Palpatine, even without his abilities up very high, seems to be pretty powerful. I mean, he's doing 5,000 without any critical damage. So really the only big hitter on this team that you got to worry about when you're going in this potency is this TIE Fighter. He's pretty weak here, but he can definitely be a character you want to watch out for. Speaking of TIE Fighter, I'm actually leveling my TIE Fighter up. He's one of the best heavy hitters on that dark side. We got 2 stuns. Let's get him gone. Then we can focus. Stun him. Nope, stun. Oh, wow, 2 turns in a row. That's pretty cool that he got to do that twice before Grand Moff Tarkin got to go. And of course, if I could get my Royal Guard up a little bit more on his abilities, and I probably should, his abilities would for sure keep the people stunned. It's got a much higher chance of stunning if I was to just level him up. I just don't have his abilities that leveled up. So let's go ahead and see how many stuns I get. 3. That's not too bad. And let's do this. Hard to decide when they're all hurting like this who to target next. In this first level, while I thought it would be extremely difficult for me, I guess because I took my time and leveled up a couple of characters, it really makes a huge difference if you have a couple of characters. And boy, my Emperor Palpatine and my Royal Guard have sure made this easy. My other 3 characters would probably surely be dead by now if they didn't have the leader and the tank the way they should have them. So I did that just to put this shock over him because he can't gain health, buffs, or bonus turn meter. And I just like that because he also is going to take additional damage each turn. So I want to get everybody on board with these shocks as much as possible. There we go. There's a stun. But I've tried to use Emperor Palpatine in the arena, and I just kept getting bumped pretty easily, actually. So I pulled him out, and I put in the B2 battle droid, and I've noticed the last day they've had a little more trouble with my team. Now, a lot of the people on my shard, my setup is a relatively new shard. I mean, these guys have only been doing this for about 10 weeks. So when people look at the teams I go against and they go, why are they using Obi-Wan? And they seem really weak. Well, it's not that they're really weak. It's just they're new. These are the best of the best on my shard. They're just new. They're all new characters. They've only been playing for about 10 weeks. And that is why. But seems like the B2 battle droid is really causing problems for them since they all use Obi-Wan for the most part. So here's a 3. And you know what? This is an excellent mod to get because it's a 3 dot, so it's okay, but it's going to be not that expensive for me to level up, and I really want to get this to max level. Now, what's cool about it is this circle, what's called a data bus, can only be one of two things, either health or protection. And so it's going to be health or protection, and because of that, protection is what I lean towards pretty much 100% of the time. Unless it's a character like a healer, and if it's a healer, then I'll go for health. But otherwise, the protection is really where it's at. But I love the secondary stat of 3 speed. And you know what? This is kind of a journey, so let's take this journey together. I want to level that mod up and see where it goes and how it rolls. And of course, it's a potency mod, which is what I needed. And then I got a 1 dot potency with no secondary stats showing. This one will be extremely cheap to level up to see what it has, but I'm probably not going to waste my time. So let's go ahead and I can farm this now, which is nice. I can get 3 dot by farming this. Now, you're not guaranteed a 3 dot. You're guaranteed a 1, 2, or 3. These are all your possible rewards. And so I think that's kind of junk. When it first came out, if you farmed this first section, it would give you a 3 dot. If you farm the second section, it gave you a 4 dot and 5 dot. And then they changed the rewards and made it where you can get equal to or less than the rewards. And I understand why they did that, but I was a little sad. I know when mods first came out, that first 4 days, I actually dropped some money and went crazy in the health mods, and I unlocked a grip of awesome health mods before they ended up dropping the hammer on this and saying no way. So it looks like I got an achievement. Got to complete a potency mod, and man, I am so close to getting Darth Vader 6 stars. I just need 4 more, and it looks like I can get 3 if I get more mods. So I need to get another 100 mods or so. That's nuts. I'm going to have to start farming mods. And then, of course, I can get another 2 out probably within the week of the shard shop down in here somewhere, and I'm hoping they drop and I have enough currency to get it. But I want to go over here and I just want to look at that mod that it just dropped. Let's just do this. Go to potency. And there it is. So let's go ahead and upgrade this and let's see where it rolls. This is exciting fun. Alrighty, let's do this. So the speed rolled. Let's see if I can get another speed elevation. Looks like I'm not. It's going to stick at 6. And of course it has potency on it, which is only about 1% of potency, which is not really that good. And the health is junk. I mean, 159 and 0.41%. So the secondaries on here are pretty bad, but the 6 speed isn't horrible, and 15.5% protection isn't horrible, and it's a 3 dot potency mod. So this is definitely a better potency mod than half of them that I have, because I mean, you can see my potency mods. It's literally the only 3 dot I have sitting in here. All the rest of them are just, 1 or 2 dots. It's so difficult to get these mods. And I'll tell you, if you cannot do the mod challenge of potency, so if you come in here and you want to do this, the potency, and you can't do it because you just don't have the characters that you need to do, then just get out of mod challenges, go to mod battles, and work your way through until you get to level 7, and here you can unlock the 1 and 2 dot. Don't use the 1, use the 2. They're going to be the best you can get out of here. But use these, and you can sim these all you want. Now, this will help you because you'll be able to target exactly which section of your mod table that you want to fill, and so you can farm for the plus symbol, for example. You could farm for this as much as you need until you get the right primary stat that you want. And I know this isn't optimal, but obviously if you can't do what I just did and go through the mod challenge, then this would be worth it. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.